What's up, slashers? Spirit Halloweens are finally opening up. Got my shirt on, ready to go. Let's go inside my local one right here, former Party City. Let's check it out. Coming into the door, the first thing, you see the ISC right there. And of course, this year, one of the main attractions is Young Hee. There she is. Let's get her activated. And there she goes. And this thing is tall. This is probably 10 feet tall, probably, maybe even 12. There she is. She got you. Red light, green light. Behind her, you got all the Squid Games costumes. Let's check out some of the shirts that they have this year. Very cool shirts. They got Michael Myers, Bloody Disgusting shirts, an array of them. Got some new designs. I love this one right here. This Art the Clown, the Terrifier. I'm an Art the Clown fan. This one right here is very cool, a glow-in-the-dark one. I love that black and white looking art with the glow-in-the-dark lettering. Some fan favorites right there. Halloween Safety. Got Ghostface. Creep Show. Scream section right here. Of course, Beetlejuice. Trick or Treat. Sam Mask. The Lollipop. The Holly Hole. That's a cool one. Very cool prop. What else do we got? Let's look at some. They got Jason masks. These are very cool masks. Very sturdy. The construction on these, it's not just like a run-of-the-mill mask like some of the thinner ones like these. These here are very sturdy. It's a prop replica. Very cool mask. I have one of those. I actually just got it, realizing that I didn't have any Jason mask and I needed one for the collection. But what I really like this year, this right here, they have this year, Terrifier has its own section. This is amazing. I'm a Terrifier fan, you know that. They got Art the Clown costumes, bags, plushie bags, the glasses, the sunflower glasses. These were very popular last year. Everybody was buying them up. The Terrifier knife. On the one side, you got Art all bloodied up. And then on the back, the plain black and white art, clean, I guess. This is very cool. And if you can see right there, there's like some texture on it. Some of the blood actually looks like wet. That's very cool. Awesome. You got the Art Krispies cereal box bag. Some Terrifier shirts. And of course right here, Freddy Krueger. Cannot forget one of the icons who started it all. Freddy Krueger. The deluxe glove. This is awesome. This is actually a metal glove. The fingers and the knives on it are metal, and the glove you can see right there, it actually looks like a work glove. It's not just like some thin fabric. How much is this running for? This is $60 for the glove. You got some right here. These are plastic, a plastic deluxe. Freddy Krueger. Got woman and men's costumes. Speaking of Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm excited for Five Nights at Freddy's coming out later this year. Want to check that out? Let's check out the ISC. So first off, we start here. You got Bullseye. I'm not really too much of the clown thing, but Bullseye is very cool. Oh, this guy's gonna start it now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you. And that's awesome. You got knives on the board. It's got an eye patch where a knife poked his eye out. And then right here is Back Bend Bonnie. Now this one, I really love the way she looks. Back Bend Bonnie. She's kind of, it reminds me of like Samara. The way like she's standing there and you got the hair. It looks like has her hair down like Samara. But then when you activate it, and we're gonna do that, she has this creepy laugh. And then I love this. The way she bends down backwards, and look at those eyes and that mouth. That is awesome. She looks absolutely demonic, and I love that. I'm very into the creepy stuff. This one is awesome. You can hear the bones crunching. Here we have Monkey Business, a black and white clown in the fashion of kind of like art. He has a box. Let's see what's in his box when you activate it. Chimpanzee jumps out screeching at you with his teeth bared and his glowing red eyes. That's awesome. Now, like I said, I'm really not into the clowns so much. I love Art the Clown, but as far as like clown, like animatronics and props, that's really not my thing most of the time. But this year they actually did have some very good ones, like Bullseye and also Headcase Harry, which I don't see him set up, but I think they do have him in the box, so we'll take a look at that later. But he's actually a really cool one. And then here, of course, we have the staple every year. You gotta have one of these. And these things, I love the jumping spiders. It's like I said, a spirit staple, and they have probably been responsible for more scares than any other animatronic or prop in spirit stores for years and years. More people have jumped walking by these things than I think anything else. And then you got this here, the zombie possum. That is awesome. He got blood all over his mouth. He looks very cool. Can't wait to see that in the garbage can. Now this one here, Night Owl. Not a lot of people's favorites, but I really love this. And let's get him activated. Look at those eyes. And that screeching is loud. He has a loud screech. He's pretty tall too, about 5 feet. And got his wings flapping. What I love to do with all of these animatronics is I love to imagine them in my own setting. And what I see him as is I could see him like maybe tied to a tree, rigged up to a tree somewhere where in the dark where he can be activated, and like he's hovering above people on a branch. So I think that would be awesome. And right here is Trick or Treat Pete. This one, he's cool. I don't see any candy in the bowl. It's just like a paper with some pictures on it. But he's supposed to puke out the candies from his mouth. It's supposed to go into the bowl, and then you trick or treat from there. That's awesome. Again, not really a fan of the clowns, but they did very good this year with some of the clowns. Now this one here, Twisted Granny, Twisted Grandma. I love that.
The grinding of my bones coming to tuck you in while you're sleeping.
Welcome home, Grandma. Good Grandma. Grandma. That's awesome. She reminds me of something like from maybe like Psycho. It kind of looks like that. Maybe you see her standing in the window, and I think that would be actually really cool to put her in the window and maybe have it activated when people walk by coming to get the candy and stuff. And I love the way, one more time, you hear those bones crunching. I love the way her head turns around first, and then instead of just like a regular jump scare, the whole torso flips around. That is awesome.
Kiss you good night.
And then another one they got this year that a lot of people really love. This is the only other one I see that they have set up, so we'll take a look at this one. Valak the Nun. She starts out in praying position, got her hands clasped. Let's turn that on. She jumps right at you with that demonic face, those glowing yellow eyes and those deep sockets. And she looks really cool. This is a very cool prop. Here you have the ISC. I love the theme this year, the subway. It really works, and I think they did a lot. I love the way they have it set up with the rebar. This raccoon right here, this is so cool. Look at that. The way his stomach is like all eaten out, and you can see his guts, his spine. He's got those red eyes and blood all over his face. The rebar is actually foam, but it looks so real. This is all this. When you look at the detail on this IC, it really does look like an actual subway. And the car, if you can see here, you got some plastic that looks like broken glass. That is awesome. That kid right there is so cool. So let's see inside. And see what I mean? It looks like a real subway car. You got some hanging electrical wires. It's damaged in there. You got the subway map to Spirit Hollows, Madison Square Park, the Butterfinger ad, some rat bait, pest control for rats, missing person for Betty Sharp. Now this, I know you hear the squeaking. Supposed to hear something when you dial this, but I'm not getting anything right now. The phone is dead, the line is dead. This thing here, like you're driving the train, like when you push it forward, it actually vibrates the floor. Don't know if you can hear that. That's actually really cool. And above me, don't know if you can see that. Let me get that in the camera. There's Jack. Don't know if you can see it good on there. Usually it doesn't show too well on camera, but in person you can see that. There he is messing up some wires. Now let's go over to the home decor section. Of course, you got your skulls. You got some skull soap dispensers. Everything is so awesome. This is what I love to fill my home up with. These kinds of things. Candle holders. You got Ghostface candle holders. Frankenstein. Well, the monster. I love these right here. The Halloween 2 pumpkin heads. This is awesome. I would love to have this and just put it on the table, light it up, make some popcorn, watch a movie with this lit up in front. That looks so cool. Chucky with the blade for the hand. That's awesome. Really cool. I love this Art the Clown. Art the Clown telling you to be quiet, stay silent like him. You got the Mars Attacks alien. This guy, this was my storyteller when I was a kid. Who can forget and who doesn't love the Crypt Keeper? My man. And over here, some Medusa themes. You got the Medusa bust, some pictures, wall hanging things. Got deer skulls. And oh, that's awesome. You got a nest of bird skeletons. This is another one of my favorite sections. The body parts. Severed heads. I don't see the heads. This place just opened up, so there's probably a lot they didn't put out yet. But these body parts, I love looking at the body parts. I get a lot of creative ideas when I come here and see these things. You got the step right here, the step pads, the animatronic activators, different kinds. Some wires that would go good with this year's ISE theme. Some electrical shorts and faults. You got tombstones, of course. I love looking at the tombstones. Sometimes they come up with really good ones. This one, it says animated. Let's see. Oh, look at that. A picture comes up. It lights up and there's a skeleton behind it. The dead are never truly gone. Ain't that the truth? Woe to thee who had departed this earthly realm. Let's see what this one does. That also lights up on the top. And then you got this one next to it. Here lies, and you don't see the name. It says never to return. The eye lights up. That's cool. Like there's some kind of demon, a monster breaking through the tombstone. The eye lights up. This one here with the bell. Look at that. That's really cool. I love the one with the bell on it, like that. It's supposed to be one of those safety graves where, like, if you were buried alive and they attached a string, and you pull the string to ring the bell and let them know you're still alive. And of course, you got your zombie animal section. This is my guy, Poe. I have this guy and I named him Poe, as in Edgar Allan Poe, the black cat. Scraps the dog. Got this zombie pig. He's all bloodied up. He has holes and cuts and everything all over him. That looks awesome. There's the raccoon that I was talking about. Look at the way that looks. That is so cool. He's like missing his guts. He's just torn apart, but he's still alive coming at you. That is awesome. A cat skeleton. Here you got the possums. These are really cool. I see possums a lot. This one, you got the zombies. You got a zombie snail. He found a little skull shell to make a home in. You got the rabbit here. Looks like one of those test rabbits from a laboratory. He looks really cool. I love the way the bone is sticking out of his face. It's all like deteriorated, eaten away. Zombie seagulls. You got the spider nest. And of course, yeah, array of spiders and bats. I love bats. I like to go looking for bats when the sun sets. This one right here, this rat, oh my God. I'm in love with this one this year. Look at this. He has no lower jaw. If you can see that, there's no lower jaw to this rat. It's just the top. He's all like mangled. He's all cut up and just decrepit. Look at his eyes, the blood around it. And then on the bottom, his chest, it's like he's sewn together, like right under where the jaw would be. That is so cool looking. That is so like, it's so creepy and cool. I love this. I'm getting this one this year. It looks like they had an autopsy on this rat. They pulled his jaw off, and he's just like coming at you. I'm getting this one. He's hanging up this year for sure. What else do we got? This big mouth witch. Got a pumpkin costume, a mask and chest and hands. That's actually cool. Skull wind chime. That reminds me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You got your little miniature skeletons, alien skeletons, skulls. Looks like a mummified skull. This one is really cool. This decorative skull with like the bat in the mouth. That's awesome. We got a vampire bat sticking out. All these, and then you got these busts, haunted busts. You got a ghoul on top. You got a werewolf, Medusa, vampires. Cool home decor. Let's see what else they got. They do have a Jack the Ripper hanging prop. They have the Jack the Ripper animatronic, but he's not set up. And this is really cool. The Jack the Ripper animatronic is awesome. If you have a chance, I do suggest picking him up. Jack the Ripper is awesome. Look at that eye looking at you, putting his spell on you. And of course, I'm a Jack the Ripper spirit fan. So yeah, they do have his animatronic, but it's not set up in store. I don't know why they don't have it set up. This skeleton looks really cool. Look at those eyes. They look real deep. I think they light up or something, because the way they look, yeah, it looks like it's not working now, but it does look really cool. It does look like a more realistic type of skeleton. That's awesome. Over here, you got all your horror babies and zombie babies. They got some new ones this year. Which one is this? This one is Clobber and Claude. He has a bone, and it does say, try me. Let's see what he does. He clobbers you with the bone. That's very cool. You got this one here. Barbara Wire. She's chewing on some barbed wire. She has her hair twisted and like it looks like little horns on the side of her head. What is this one? Scary Strawberry. He's eating some ice cream. It looks like he has glass all over it. So he's done for. Zombie baby eating glass and ice cream. That's awesome. The way they did that is really cool, and it's like sticking out of his head too. And then here you have Crawling Claudette. She actually crawls. Let's put her on the floor and try this one. Where's the there she goes. That's cool. She comes at you growling. That's cool. Then you got Ghostly Gus. Kind of looks like one of those grave statues. Almost. Kind of like Grave Watcher. Was actually a cool prop. This one here, what is this? Gutsy Gwen. She's pulling out some pumpkin guts. It says, try me. Let's see what she does. Eyes light up and head goes back and forth. Nice. Michael Myers, Horror Baby, Frankenstein, Chucky, Art the Clown. We got a devil door knocker, sadistic Sadie, empty soul girl on a swing, plague doctor and monkey chimes, pestilence feet, dagger Mike. It says try me. Let's. Does it move at all or just laughs? All right. Sinister Spirit Boy. That's a cool one. Stuffed dummy pop. Of course, you got all your kids' costumes and trick-or-treat accessories. Got all that. But over here is where they have some of the animatronics in the boxes. See, like I said, they have Jack the Ripper, just not set up. And one of the stars of this year that's not set up over here in the ISE. And kind of sad about that because he's actually a really cool one. Mutant Sewer Rat. I love the way that looks. I would love to see him set up over here. Fire Demon also. He's really cool. The way he lights up, the way he looks, it kind of reminds me of last year's Cremator. The Cremator animatronic. Got Crypt Countess over here. It's a shame that some of these aren't set up. Monkey Business, he's set up. Night Owl, we saw him. The Electrified Corpse. He's not set up. That would have been really cool to see him in the ISC. And here's the other one that I said, the clown that I really like this year. Headcase Harry. This is awesome. And I seen videos of him, the way his mouth moves, like one head at a time and then together. That's really cool. The eyes light up. You got, he just looks really awesome. I would have loved to see this in person. They got Victor and Emily. Now let's go to one of my other favorite sections, and that is the makeup and accessory section. And why it's one of my favorite sections is because it really brings out my creativity. Like I said before, I'm not really into the mask too much, besides collecting them. But when it comes to like actually wearing anything and making your face or costume, I really love coming to this section, the makeup and accessories. It just gets my creative juices flowing when I look at all this stuff and I think of how many things I can do. Looking at like the props and everything gives me ideas like that right there. Maybe I'll do like a walking cadaver this year or something. It sounds awesome. And then you get things like this, like the bald cap, and let me turn this around. The bald cap, scar putty, all these spider eyes and cuts and everything, and all this kind of stuff. You can just do so much with it. All the blood and latex, all the different color paints. There's so much you could do with all this stuff. I love this section. I love coming in here. And again, just getting the creative juices flowing. So that's about it. I'm just going to go ahead and walk through and enjoy the rest of my time here. I hope you like this one. Do like and subscribe. Stay slashing, everyone.